Hello, it's the People Mentor popping in today to talk about a question I was asked about 18 months ago. And this was in the middle of a workshop, and we were talking about difficult conversations. And the person asked me, what can I do? I've recently lost somebody very close to me, and I'm really struggling to deal with any issues around grief. And if I have a team member who comes and something's happened, I think I'm going to really struggle to have that conversation with them. Now, my response at that point in time was, well, have you got a manager above you who could do that call and have that conversation? And that is a possibility. And then I reflected, and the more I've reflected on this, the more I think that the best thing you can do as that manager is actually have that conversation, however difficult it is for you. But there are some provisos in this, and that is it's okay to be vulnerable with a team member. And actually, when you are vulnerable, you build trust with them. And that makes them see you in a different light. And that's okay. So it's really about letting yourself show those sides that you don't normally. So if you're going into a conversation and somebody's recently had a bereavement in their family, and that's a really close thing to you, it's okay to say that, I'm finding this quite emotional because it's quite close to what I've recently experienced. And I don't want to detract from what you're talking about, but I just need to make you aware that I am going to maybe have to take a moment or two or pause. And that is perfectly okay to say. It's perfectly okay to have emotions in the workplace. We seem to have built this ethos up that we can't have emotions and that we must be always happy, always cheerful. But life isn't like that. We all have ups and downs in our life. And if we show our team that we understand that and that we also go through things, we build that bridge, that connection with them. So next time you're really struggling, rather than avoid the conversation or pass it on to somebody, just take a few moments out, especially if you're getting emotional in the conversation, and explain that there's been some things recently that have happened, but this isn't about you, this is about them. And if they can just bear with you while you take a moment or two to compose yourself, and that's fine. I'm sure there are many other ways that you can say this, and you will find the way that works best for you. But don't shy away from having that conversation. And that's the other thing. I've reflected on this, and 18 months later, I've changed my stance on what I think you should do, or rather what I think is the best option to build and keep that trust within your team. So I'm being vulnerable because I'm showing you that it's okay to say you got it wrong. And that's another situation where if you got it wrong, put your hands up, say sorry if you feel that you did something wrong and you upset that person. There's nothing wrong with saying sorry as long as it's genuine and heartfelt. And to me, that shows that you are a big person who has the ability to understand the effect you had on others. So if you're struggling to show your vulnerability or to have those difficult conversations in the workplace, then do get in touch. I have many tools and techniques and ways to help you build your confidence, create the life you want, and feel happier in the workplace. That's it for today. This is the People Mentor signing off until next Thursday. Take care.